All right, so for our chin-up progressions, we're gonna work this in a very similar fashion as our ring dips. We're gonna start with our feet assisting in this range of motion. And now what we need to be mindful of is when we're using the feet, we don't wanna make this another row variation. We have to make sure that we're going up and down in this vertical pull. Okay, so we squat down, nice stretch, try to activate the lat, pull into that round shape, squeeze through to the top here, okay? And one thing that's lovely about these rings is that, let's say we don't have something to stand on, you can always just lower the rings to a height where you could do this on the floor, okay? And then what we're gonna look to do is lock in this top position and then control down the eccentric and then use the feet, same way that we did on the dip, to then step back up, okay? Control down the eccentric, find the feet, get yourself back up, okay? And then at some point, we just have to start going for it where we go down in our eccentric, and then you start to work your concentric range of motion, get as high as you can, and then use the foot again to get you back up there, okay? Once we can do that, you should eventually be able to squeeze out a concentric rep. We'll be here, hop up, find our Lacqua, stretch, and then boom, we get our one concentric rep, and that's fine. If we can only do ones, we rest. We then start from the bottom, same thing, concentric, boom, get up, lower it down, and we just hit 3 singles to start, okay? And then we start chaining those together, okay? And once we can hit our 3 to 6 chin-ups in a row, what we're gonna then look to do is manipulate that pelvic tilt even more and start playing around with what we do with our legs. So we can just start regular chin-up, hit our single, but now at the top, we're gonna try to find that hanging knee raise, just like we do with straight arms, but now in our chin-up position. Control it down. Okay, once we can do that, we then try to pull in the concentric fashion with that same tuck. Hanging leg lift, pull with our tuck, okay? 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, all the way up to that 6th rep. And then we can do same thing with the tuck progression. Okay, so we get up in our tuck, and now we extend L, and we try to hold that L the whole way down. But now make sure when we're going down in that L, we don't lose that pelvic tilt, okay? This L is no good. We need that pelvic tilt, hollow body leg lift, okay? Once we can do the L down, we then try to pull L hang, boom, and we maintain that for our single, and then same thing, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, all the way up to 6, okay? And now, you can do the same thing, pull-ups. I prefer that you master the chin-ups because it's gonna condition the bicep a bit more, and that's what we're going to need for more advanced ring work down the line. Okay, but feel free, mix in pull-ups. If you're on the bar, mix in pronated, supinated grip, but if you have access to the rings, I would like you to get used to that underhand chin-up grip, and then building up to the L. And I think it's a reasonable goal if we're doing our hanging leg lifts properly, if we're doing our rows, our chin-up work properly. It's just a matter of putting all 3 of those movements together into this nice L pull. Okay. And those are our chin-up progressions.